Hello and welcome to the Riftbreaker. If you'd like to check out the game, there is a link in the description. There are less than 24 hours remaining on the 45% off discount. That's the reason why I'm actually making this video, because I wanted to make this a lot earlier, but I wanted a little bit more time with the game so that I could actually understand it a little bit more. I have played this in the past on the channel and I actually had a huge amount of fun. I just don't have a lot of time to learn these kinds of games because they are extremely in-depth and generally, in my opinion, super enjoyable to play. Anyway, we're going to just start a new game here. As you can see, you can play campaign, you can play survival, you can play all that wonderful stuff. You can also play a hardcore mode if you so desire, and there are a number of different difficulties. We're just going to be playing on normal. That's absolutely fine. Now, the main deal with this is it's kind of like Factorio, but you have a bit more of a focus on combat. Combat is pretty important here. So basically what you want to try to do is obviously gather minerals, gather resources as much as you possibly can, and then you also want to try and maintain your base. And at night, you are going to be attacked by enemies, and you're going to have to defend against them. So being able to defend against them, that means, well, what does that mean? That means, you know, getting some turrets up. That means, harvesting as much as you possibly can. Now, bear in mind that every single time you spawn in to the game, it's random what kind of map you get. It is completely random. As you can see right here, we've got some ironium right there, and we have some carbonium. Now, what we're going to do is we're actually going to get some headquarters. So we need headquarters, and that means actually going for carbonium. We need to mine a little bit of carbonium here, and then once we have 200, we're going to be able to build our headquarters. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to try to build it in the middle here. Let's build it around about here. And what we can then do is we could try to get some more carbonium, because that's what we're going to need. Now, I am kind of familiar with the sort of basic start that you might or might not want. And obviously, the main reason why I'm also bringing this game to your attention is it just came out with a new DLC, which adds an entirely new biome with new enemies and new environmental hazards and all kinds of crazy stuff going on with it. And I thought it might be of interest. I thought it might be of interest to you because I personally really like these kinds of games. Anyway, so what we're going to do now is we're going to get a carbonium factory. Very important that we get one of these up and running. I'm going to place it round about there. Sounds good to me. And we're then going to be using that to go and do this. There you go. Look at that. We're going to use our headquarters to power it, because here's the thing. You can get a number of other energy generating structures. For example, solar panels and wind turbines. I personally think that solar panels are probably the best, mostly because they are going to give you a lot of energy during the day, and not so much at night, of course, but a lot during the day. And you obviously want to get energy storage. Energy storage is extremely important. And as you can see, which is one of the main reasons why I actually really like this game, you can see each individual thing being mined. You see all these animations and things being played on the carbonium factory. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm talking about right here. Anyway, we're just going to get some energy storage as well. I'm going to try to build this relatively uniform. I'm always really bad at building uniformly, so it's going to be yeah, maybe a little bit ugly, so my apologies, but yeah, we're just going to do a little bit of something there, and carbonium is obviously going to continue being mined. Now, we're going to need ironium as well, so that's another thing that we need, and as you can see, we need carbonium for that. So what we're going to do is, I think I'm actually going to be going to just get some more carbonium here, and now we also have to prepare for an incoming attack, as you can see right there. We need to build at least 6 sentinel towers. Now, bear in mind that, I don't know whether you've seen in the top right, but that's where all of our resources are. But you see that thing at the very top on the right? That is our AI core capacity, basically. So what that means is that determines how many how many towers and various other things that actually require, AI to work, so that you can build them. So for example, that allows me, the current limit currently only allows me to build 4 towers, and we need 6. So I'm going to need to build some AI cores. Yes, I need to build some AI cores. But first of all, what we're going to do is I'm actually just going to do something like this. I'm going to need a Ironium factory here. We're going to build 2 of those. I don't think we need too much Ironium at the moment. So we're just going to build 2 of those, and then we can actually start building some other things. So you can see here that we actually have walls available as well. So if you want to, you can actually build walls. This is a section of wall right here. And then you can also build a wall gate, heightened wall floor, which allows the Mecha-Suit to actually shoot above walls as well. And then you have a rift portal. Rift portals are basically like fast travel, kind of like a teleporting system. And then you also have the AI hub. So the AI hub is obviously going to be extremely useful for us. I'm actually going to build that right away because that's obviously necessary. You know why. And yeah, otherwise I'm probably going to think about... yeah, this is a bit of an issue right now because here's the thing. I actually wanted to get some more... yeah, get some more solar panels because our energy is actually not enough. As you can see, our energy is literally minus 100 right now, which is very, very bad. So I'm not sure how we're going to do this, but yeah. Anyway, what we can do, maybe a biomatter generator. I'm actually not entirely sure if we can do that. There's another Ironium little thing here. That might be useful, but yes, as you can see, I have 0 energy generation right now. 0 energy generation because I don't have any solar panels up and running, and yeah, we're gonna have some big issues here. So the only thing I can really do with this is I might be able to build... I can build a power plant biomass power plant. So I'm actually just gonna mine a little bit extra here because that's what I need to actually build that. And then we're just going to build this. So this produces energy out of plant biomass, and this gives me 100 energy per time, which is actually kind of insane. And I probably should have done that beforehand because you are inevitably going to be getting a large amount of biomass as you run around. Because here's the thing, I'm actually attacking right now. I'm attacking with my blade right here, and you're going to be gaining a huge amount. Oh, what is that? What was that right there? Did you see that? Something just went streaming across the sky. I have no idea what that was, but hopefully we're not going to get absolutely massacred by whatever it is. Apparently that was like a... I don't even know what. It was like a meteor or something like that. I have no clue. But yeah, anyway, I'm just going to try to get as much biomass as possible because we are going to need it. What is this? Is this carbonium as well? Yeah, this is carbonium too. So obviously, as you could quite clearly see, there are random deposits of things all over the place. And it's very, very important that you try to make the most of them, of course, as you might expect. I'm actually going to build another one of these. It's going to be very important that we get that. And we also, yeah, as you can see right here, our suit is actually recommending that we build an armory. So that's probably something that we want to get to. However, I'm not entirely sure whether we should do that instead of just building some towers, because towers are going to be really important for us here. So I'm just going to build a couple of towers here. Just here. And I don't have enough carbonium, unfortunately, but because I have more energy now, they are actually starting to mine for me quite dramatically, which is really nice. And then we're just going to get another tower here, and then another tower here. That should be relatively good. We need to build 6 of them. I mean, that's what they recommend. I actually don't know whether that's actually necessary, but that's what they recommend at least. And they're also recommending, obviously, that we build the armory. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to focus on the towers. And you can see here, look at my biomass. Look at my biomass generation right now. It's actually insane how quickly that's going down, but we need it. That was an emergency situation right there. Really, really big emergency. So we're just going to build another tower here. Not sure if that's actually... No, that's not powered, as you can see. So very important that we do that. And then we're just going to get one more tower. And we're going to get it round about here, I guess. Yeah, round about there should be fine, I guess. I actually have no idea. It says build at least 6 sentinel towers. So it says at least. Now, bear in mind that obviously the first wave that you get, it's not going to be that strong. You're not really going to have a huge problem with it too much. But it is something that you're going to have to be a little bit aware of. You know, it's going to be somewhat dangerous. Somewhat dangerous. And I'm just going to place the armory around about here. I think that's absolutely fine. And then we're actually going to be getting some additional solar panels. I actually want to build quite a few of these. I want to build a huge amount of these, actually, because I feel like my energy generation is quite woeful at this point. I'd like to get more of that, if at all possible. I'm not entirely sure. Why am I not getting any carbonium? Oh, it's because we don't have enough energy right now. Yeah. It's because... Have I run out of biomass, actually? If I've run out of biomass, that's absolutely terrible. So let me just go and get some more. As you can see, it's pretty easy to get biomass because the plants and so on and so forth, they actually do regrow over time. But I love the fact that the environment is completely destructible. You could literally just you could just run through this and just go, you know, like a lawnmower. Basically, it's literally like a lawnmower, and it's super useful to do that. Now, obviously, you've got to bear in mind that. Once you do get attacked, which will be in not that much time left now, but once you do get attacked, you may actually have to attack yourself, and you do have a variety of weapons at your disposal with which to do that, which is actually very important. Can I actually... Is there something that I can do here? Can I, Do I need to do something to get this refueled or something like that? I actually don't know. That doesn't seem to be the case. It seems to be working, but I have no idea. Anyway, so the attack is going to be incoming now. 20 seconds. As I said, I wish I had more experience with the game, because I actually would love to play this at a much more in-depth level, but I generally just don't have a lot of time to do that. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Have they just destroyed my stuff? Is that exactly the reason why that's happened? I think that might be the reason why that's happened. Oh well, whatever the case, as you can see, enemies are coming in with mass charge, and yeah, they actually have destroyed my my power lines. I think that's what's happened here. They've destroyed my power lines, which is exactly the reason why we're having issues with carbonium. Isn't that true? I think that might be the reason. Yeah, wait a minute. Okay, let me see. Let me see what I could do here. I had no idea that was actually happening. I have no idea how that even happened, to be honest, but... Alright. We're gonna have to get a little bit more here, and there we go. We're just gonna combine that, or connect that, and... Can we connect this? What's actually going on here? Why is this not connected properly? I mean, this should be connected. All of this should be connected. Yeah, that's working now. Okay, I don't know. That's real weird. All of this should be connected. Yeah, now it's connected, as you can quite clearly see, but it wasn't connected before. That is very strange. That's kind of weird. Oh well. I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, yeah. So obviously, as you progress, you are inevitably going to then need more and more. Wait a minute. Are these enemies right here? Yeah. These are actually enemies that I can potentially kill. What are they doing? I have no idea what they're doing, but yeah, we should probably kill these as best as we can, because they are otherwise going to do. I don't know. They're going to do something, aren't they? They're going to do something bad. But yeah. Anyway, it's all about expansion now. It's all about expansion. It's all about, you know, providing a significant amount of resources to your main base. So generally what you'd like to do is obviously expand your power lines. Expand your power lines and build more sentinel towers, and, you know, move on from there and actually get some really super cool things going on. You know, I absolutely love these kinds of games in that regard, because being able to do this... Oh, wait a minute. What's this? What's this thing? I have no idea what that is. Alright. Yeah, anyway. They're basically saying now that we should upgrade our headquarters. So, technically you can do that. And I think it's a pretty cool idea. So, I actually can't do that right now, because what I need to do is I need to build a... where is it, actually? Where is that thing? There we go. Solid material storage. I need to build one, a couple of these. Just need to build 2 of these or whatever. And then we will be able to harvest the materials necessary to be able to do that. And we are actually going to be getting some more energy storage as well. We need that pretty badly. And we're just going to be expanding pretty dramatically with this. And yeah, as you can see, we now have 750 as our maximum total, and I need what is it, 500 or something like that to upgrade the headquarters. And once you upgrade the headquarters, then you're going to be able to do even more stuff. I actually have no idea what's going on with this. Well, what is going on with this? Oh, you can turn off. Oh, I see. So you could turn these off. Okay, that's interesting. And what is this? I can hold this to activate the armory. Oh, right. Okay, so there you go. So this is the armory. Basically, as you might expect, this has to do with upgrading your mech and becoming more powerful, and you're going to be able to equip a shotgun, for example, if you want to do that. You can even craft it, and I have no idea. Should I even bother doing it? Yeah, I guess I should, right? There you go. All right, so I crafted it, and then I can go and equip it. So there's a huge amount of different things that you're going to be able to do here, obviously, as you might expect. And there's even an upgrade, energy sensors, if you want to do that too. But yeah, I have new items available. Yes, I have a shotgun available as well. So let's actually just see here real quick. Can I equip the shotgun? Yes, I can. There you go. All right, so I've actually equipped the shotgun. Now, bear in mind that the blaster that we have available here doesn't require ammunition. So generally, you would be able to use this 100% of the time without any kind of, any kind of problem. However, it is extremely low DPS, as you can quite clearly see. The small machine gun does 300, this does 145. The shotgun, on the other hand, has 558, which is absolutely insane. Then, obviously, you do have research available here, but you're going to need to build a communication hub to enable this. And this is going to be very important, of course. And then obviously you see your stats here, you see your buildings constructed, you see all of these wonderful statistics. I personally very much like seeing that. And on top of that, you then have the ability to see your global impact. So in other words, you can go to all these various locations, and you can open a rift and go to different ones and so on. We're in a tropical zone at the moment. It's an extremely cool game in that respect. So much expansion to be done, and I personally very much enjoy that. Anyway, we are otherwise going to be making our way... What is this, actually? I have no idea what this is. I don't know what that is. Ah, it's a geothermal vent. Ah, can I make... I can't make good use of that, no. I can't make good use of that, unfortunately. Alright, so yeah, actually what we're going to do is I'm going to turn these back on. Because I mean, come on, we kind of need the power right now. And what about the armory? Do I need to? I mean, it doesn't seem. I don't know. I don't know what this. I don't know what this icon means. I'm sorry. I don't know what that icon means. It has the same icon as the material storage, which is a little bit weird. I'm not entirely sure what's really going on with that, but yeah, anyway. I should probably build some more solar panels. There we go. And obviously, if you want to, you can indeed expand to other places, like for example over here. And I don't really need ironium, so I'm not probably going to be building anything there, but I could build additional carbonium mining. And so I'm actually going to just do that. There we go. Nice and easy. The construction is extremely intuitive, really, really nice and easy to do. And otherwise, we're just going to go and do carbonium. So let's just get another little structure there. I think 2 structures is probably enough. And you can, by the way, also explore and then come across, enemies ahead of schedule, if you so desire, which is actually a pretty cool thing that you could do, because obviously you don't necessarily have to wait until nighttime or wait until they attack. You can just go out there and actually attack them ahead of time. So that is a thing. That is a thing. Might be something useful. This is a flammable gas vent. As you can see, it's literally setting everything on fire around me right now, which is obviously not exactly great. What's actually going on here? How dare you? How dare you attack my things? How dare you get out of here? Get out of here. I'm actually going to switch over to my shotgun. Do some damage. Nice, nice. Kill them, kill them. Thank you, thank you. Okay, yeah. So I'm actually almost dying as well, by the way, if you couldn't already see. It is very possible for you to die pretty easily. And yeah, you can heal pretty simply as well. You don't have to really worry about that too much. So now here's the thing. To repair, you basically just hit the R key. You just hit the R key and then boom, you could just do this and you just immediately repair whatever needs to be repaired with this sizing window here. So you can make it bigger, you can make it smaller. It's really nice and simple. So once that's done, you can get these guys all mended. And what we're going to do is I'm actually going to build a tower here and a tower here. It's very necessary for us to do that. There we go. Let's just make sure that they're all connected to the power grid because I'm paranoid. You know, I want to make sure that they're all absolutely 100% connected. And yeah, hopefully my energy is still going to be fine enough. I mean, obviously, bear in mind I do have... yeah, well, I do have quite a lot of biomass, I think, so I should be fine, but you've got to be very careful about that. Now, as you can see, I'm now regenerating because I'm standing right next to my headquarters. So it's a super simple to understand game, but you are going to have to be very careful because, as you saw, sometimes they can catch you unawares. The enemy can easily catch you unawares, and then you're going to be, you know, kind of out of luck. It's going to be a bit difficult. So AI hubs are quite expensive as well, by the way. So you may want to be a bit careful with how you do that, but we're otherwise going to be... This upgrade will trigger a very strong attack. Yeah, so we are just going to do that. And we're going to get attacked in 2 minutes. I have no idea how much of a strong attack this is going to provoke, but obviously it's going to be a pretty big one. So let's get another AI hub. And then we will build a couple more towers. I'm actually not entirely sure whether we should protect our supply line here. Is it really necessary? I think maybe it is, but on the other hand, maybe not. That's the thing. I didn't have to decide to do this. I could have just left it. You know what I mean? I literally could have just gone, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to upgrade my headquarters just yet. But... I kind of wanted to, you know? I kind of wanted to. I kind of thought, hey, you know what? It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to try it out, see what happens. And I'm basically just going to try to defend as best as I can here. And we're just going to build a bunch of stuff in the area. And we're just going to make that nice and easy. I'm going to try to defend on the left side here. We don't have too many things here. I'm actually just going to get some more biomass. Biomass is actually it's not difficult to get, but it can be a bit rarer than you might expect. And so, you know, you have to go pretty far distances sometimes to acquire it, which is a little bit unfortunate. But as you can see, I already have 54, and I literally just randomly went out there doing basically not much. So we didn't really need to worry about it that much at all. And as you see, the plants and various things are actually respawning, regrowing, whatever you want to call it, really fast, and so you're able to get biomass super easily. And then your biomass power plants, if you don't build a carbonium power plant, that is, of course, then, you know, they're going to restart, and it's going to be great. Now, you've got to bear in mind, however, as well, that the biomass power plants are extremely efficient. They will provide you with a lot of energy in comparison to the carbonium, but the carbonium power plants are going to be a lot more, shall we say, reliable. So that's something to bear in mind. Okay, wait a minute. Where is this attack actually coming from? All the way down here, or... I'm actually not entirely sure, but I'm just going to kill these. They're obviously coming down. Hello there. Okay, yeah, let's just kill them. Now, bear in mind, we also have shields. We have shields, so I technically cannot really take huge damage because I do have a shield. So that is actually automatically regenerating as well. You don't have to go back to your base. Was that the end of the... Was that the end? Was that the end of the attack? Apparently that was the end of the attack. Okay, I actually overreacted about that. I thought that was going to be a lot more difficult. But just something you should know. A lot of people say, well, maybe not a lot of people, but I read the reviews, obviously, because, let's face it, I like to check in on games that I've played in the past. And, you know, quite a few people were talking about how the game's quite easy. But that's the thing. I personally don't know whether that is actually the case. Because, let's face it, Look at what's happening here. I almost died. I actually almost died already. So you have to bear that in mind. It could just be a case of people being pretty familiar with the game in general. And that could be the reason why some people are saying, yeah, it's too easy or whatever. But for me personally, I feel like, well, there are the possibilities of getting mods. You can get mods for the game as well. I don't know what kinds of mods are available, but there are mods available. So if you are so inclined, you can download some. You can also obviously go into the custom difficulties and you can delve into that and you can try to make it as hard as possible. If you really badly want to make it even more difficult, then you can do that, of course. But I'm just bringing this to your attention so that you know that some people say it's pretty easy to play. However, for me, as I say, I feel like normal is a great difficulty level just to kind of get acquainted with things. And if you're someone that wants a bit more of a relaxing experience, then obviously you can play on easy, or you can even just go into custom and make things a little bit less, shall we say, a little bit less hectic. But obviously it's up to you, you know, it's up to you. We play games to have fun, right? So yeah, anyway, basically I just wanted to bring this to your attention because I think that this game really deserves a lot of praise for what it's trying to do here. I think it is an extremely fun experience. I think it's extremely satisfying because imagine, this is exactly what I'm talking about. A lot of games tend to get this wrong, but this game doesn't. It gives you a huge number of enemies and they throw them at you with reckless abandon. And I absolutely love that because think about it. What would you like to fight? What would you prefer to fight? 2, 3, 4 enemies? Or would you prefer to fight 50 enemies and feel like you are extremely strong and feel like you are indeed up against it? Because let's face it, you know, you're not only extremely strong, you're obviously dealing with the fact that you are just one person. And you're up against a swarm of individual enemies that are just absolutely just murdering, you know what I mean? And these guys are, they come in different varieties as well. They're not obviously only these little swarm guys. They actually do have acid-spitting ones as well, and they are inevitably going to be even more difficult. We've seen that. They can be very, very difficult indeed. And as you can see, I'm actually having to use my machine gun here a little bit too. And yeah, so you can basically just go around the entire map if you want to, and you can just, you know, get more biomass. As you can see, this is actually a little bit tricky here. This might be a bit tricky because the enemies over there are indeed the spitting ones. I'm running out of ammunition, but that's fine. We can just switch to melee now, and we can just kill that guy, and there we have it. But yeah, so to get ammunition back, what do? Well, you basically just go back to your headquarters, go back to the armory. I think you automatically get resupplied from there. But you're going to have to use supplies, of course. You're going to have to use supplies to get ammunition once again. You're going to have to use carbonium or whatever it is. And as you can see, we're getting our ammunition back. Are we getting our ammunition back? Are we? Because I'm actually kind of wondering. Do I need to stand next to the armory for that? Or do I just need to, like, let me just actually see. No, that doesn't actually give me anything. Oh, no, there we go. We are actually getting it. Okay, so yeah, anyway. I would like to show you the communications hub and the research and all that stuff before we end this episode off. So we're just going to wait another 5 seconds and then I can show you that. And I'm actually really intrigued as to what it's going to do because I've actually never gotten this far in this game. I know, it's a crime. It's an absolute crime. So let's actually go and have a look. Oh my. Okay, this is absolute insanity. Look at this tree. Look at this tree right here. I have no idea. Repair towers. Whoa. I don't know whether that's just me, but I am someone that loves to go to the very end of a research tree and see exactly what kind of advanced stuff you can get because I think that's super, super fun. Look at this. The upgraded technology utilizes cutting-edge quantum computing and AI. Equipped with advanced algorithms and predictive analytics, the upgraded system delivers unparalleled efficiency. And this gives you a drone mine as well as a loot collector. I have no idea what that does, but it sounds cool. And then you also have the ability to research a number of additional weapons, like, for example, heavy plasma rifles. You can get heavy plasma rifles, repeater rifles, bouncing blades, mortars, all kinds of crazy stuff. And you can also research aliens. So you can see here, this will, I have no idea what that does, actually. Because as you can see, the first level of alien research that leads to discovery of new technologies based on alien flora and fauna. So that is indeed another thing that you can indeed want to explore, which I think is super cool. I think that is really, really cool. And no research has been selected just yet. Of course, I haven't done that yet. So yeah, basically we could just go for cobalt handling. You can detect, you can get detectors and things like that. We could get a headquarters level 3, sentinel tower level 2. I actually don't even know. Upgrade the headquarters with new modules and functions. Upgraded headquarters can support new structures. I don't really know whether I want that, but it does increase your building limit. The fire trap you can get radar. Radar is actually really, really useful for seeing where enemies are. So if you're worried about enemies coming, then you can obviously do it this way. Oh, biomass energy. Look, animal biomass. Oh, that sounds absolutely fantastic, actually. I think that's a... Oh, wait. Energy pylon. Oh, that might be cool too. Okay, yeah, well, I'm gonna do this one first, and you can obviously queue these up, which I absolutely love as well. I think that in general, there is a really big deal with research systems in games, especially in a 4X game, for example, because obviously in 4X, you're most likely going to be doing research, right? And in a 4X game, I've actually played some in the past where they only allow you to research one thing at a time, and I find that extremely irritating because that's the thing. I just wanna have a look at the research tree. I want to go, oh yeah, I want to pick this and this and this, and then that's it. And I just want to let it go and do its thing. I don't want to continue having to select it every single time. But obviously that's just me. Maybe that's not you know, the general consensus on things. But anyway, if you want to check it out, the Riftbreaker, if I can actually enunciate a little bit better, is 45% off right now. And you only have, you probably have like, what, less than 15 hours remaining or something on it. So if you want to get it, then by all means take a look at the store page. There is a link in the description. This video is not sponsored in any way. I literally just like the game and I thought you might too, and maybe you want to pick it up at a reduced price. That was literally the only reason why I'm doing this. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.